Hello, Capricorn. How are you, loves? I hope you are doing well. Okay, we're going to look at the next couple of weeks. And I'm going to look at like the 13th to the 31st or somewhere there around, right? I want to say here, because I'm kind of getting the same feeling. And I read like this. So if you're not new here, you know that already. So I would say go look at Cancer and your reading, because I read like this. So it's the whole, more of the story that you'll get for yourself. So hopefully you'll benefit that way. I can feel something in here very similar to their reading, and it would make sense that this is the other half of the equation. So before I say anything, let me just see what is going to come out here. I feel like a chapter is ending here, regardless of it's changing, I should say, like it's changing into something else, like life in general. But I feel like there's an apprehension to it. Like it's not something that, it could either be someone's mental state. And again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply in this way to everyone. So I'll try to just touch upon it. There are things that are ending and people don't want to end. Or there are people who are so obsessed in their head that something is going to end and it's not ending, but they're waiting for like another shoe to drop. It's like paranoia almost is kind of what I can kind of feel. So take care of yourself was, I think, one of the messages for the Cancer reading, to just make sure that you're taking care of yourself in this equation, because I feel like, and I'm going to throw cards on it, but this is like a difficult change here. Like someone is really dealing with emotional challenges here. It's just a heavy inability to, it's kind of like got you paralyzed. And I'm not going to downplay it, because anybody that's in that position is in that position, and it stinks. And it doesn't matter what I'm as a reader or somebody around you is saying, you still have to feel it. So it doesn't matter how irrational it is to somebody else. Somebody is experiencing this. So I'm just putting that out there, because this could be a real depression here, or where there's like a delay that is, it's like someone's waiting for a next shoe to drop, and whether the other shoe is going to drop or not, we're going to have to see. But it's one of those things that, you know, is someone leaving? Are you blocking them from leaving? Or is it a refusal to change something? I just feel like there's a dynamic within the household that, like a family dynamic, is having to talk about some things because it's affecting a member of the family. So I feel like something comes to a stop too, and I think it's, or you're waiting for something, and it's like the deafening silence of, you're just waiting for like the phone to ring or something. So let's see. Okay. I feel too in here like you're trying to maybe, or someone's trying maybe to stop someone from doing something. There's just an unhealthy something going on here in the family. So let's just, in a relationship dynamic of some sort. It's like, I think someone's trying to stop the inevitable, not realizing that on the other side of that is a new fresh start in something. And let's just throw some cards, because, all right, in the home environment here, I don't know if I said it, but what I'm going to do here is look at your home, what's around you, what's coming up in the near future, what you don't know, and unexpectedly, and what will surprise you, what may surprise you. Okay, in the home environment, we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, this is someone who is very homey, very nurturing, very intuitive, but can also get in her head too much, right? So we'll look at that. It doesn't necessarily need to be that, but it can be someone too that is assuming the worst before it happens, right? It's also someone, though, who is very much like the Strength card, and that Strength card has showed up through almost every reading. And it's really just saying that you've got to put the focus on yourself and remember what you're made of. And I think of all of the readings that I'm going to do today, resilience is the key takeaway, because if we have to be resilient, things happen and they come and then they change again. But if you're not resilient, you know what I'm saying? You take a hit here. So that, I think, is the main takeaway, maybe for the Queen of Wands, because she is resilient. And she comes across in a way where people really look at her and they don't realize just what this person is made of. You know what I mean? Like, she's virtually indestructible, but people look at her like she's incompetent sometimes. You know, so I'm just throwing that out here and I have no clue why. So there you go. In the near future, we've got the Judgment card in reverse. Okay, in the near future, the Judgment card in reverse. What you need to know, the Knight of Coins in reverse. Unexpected. We've got the Four of Wands. Okay. And what may surprise you, we've got the Seven of Coins. Okay. All right, the Judgment in reverse, I really don't like that, because that means, again, someone is not paying attention. Someone is not, I feel like with the Judgment card in reverse, someone is not wanting something to go a certain way. They're either not wanting something to end, not something to go a certain way. It's like they're trying to, and this could be in someone's head, like I said. This could be not really playing out like this, but it could be, you know, someone making themselves like this, like making themselves, nerving themselves up. I think that this is a very emotional time for someone. I think that it's really challenging. I think there's an ability to connect to what's really true for you on the inside. It's like there's an obstacle. It's like the elephant in the room here. And I can't tell whether it's real or not, but we're going to clarify here. But either way, empathy is needed here, because the feeling that I'm feeling is someone is in a really dark place here. So the Knight of Coins in reverse, in what you don't know, and the Judgment card in reverse is really just saying it's something is at a standstill, like it's not going any further. It's not going in the proper alignment where it should be. It's like someone is, it's like a forced pause here is kind of what I'm feeling. Someone too could really not be saying what they really want to be saying. Like they really want out of something, but they're just not saying it. Because the Judgment card in reverse is kind of like, I don't get to end this, and it's in the near future. And coming in with the Queen of Wands, I want to get an oracle first. Something I will say here, because I can see this already just from this Queen of Wands card, something profitable is coming in here. And I don't know if that is in this timeline that I'm doing, but I'm getting it off of this card. So there is a new period of good fortune coming here. And I think that it's just got to clear this. It's funny too, because what may surprise you is the Seven of Coins, and that is a lot of money coming in. It's not a little money, it's a lot of money. But with the Knight of Coins, what you don't know in reverse is this is like something at a standstill. Like it's kind of like something is being stopped on purpose. And the unexpected, you've got the Four of Wands. That's a great card for business. I mean, for relationships, it's not such a great card for business. It is change though, and it's unexpected. It's showing up in your unexpected. And the Four of Wands is expect a positive change. Something positive is in front of you, but it's stalled here, and I can't tell if it's on purpose or something is being delayed here. Oops. All right. Channel the energy of the full moon. Isn't there one on the 13th? I think there is one on the 13th. There is not enough confidence to fuel the situation. And that's what I'm feeling. I feel like someone feels like something is being wrongfully taken from them, or someone is, I just feel like something is, I'm going to clear it up. There is not enough confidence to fuel the situation. I feel that. I feel like someone is in a really bad spot. It's like someone is having a nervous breakdown, or they're really just not wanting something to go the way that it's needing to go, or something like that. Not wanting it to go in the, it's like they're kind of manipulating the tempo of it. This is a long-term situation. Yeah, it is. And I feel it. This isn't something new. All right. Let's clarify. And I will say here that this is someone who, and I, no disrespect, but in this scenario here is someone who seeks out challenges. And I don't know why, but sometimes people do that. Like, that's what they say, they look for peace in their lives. So maybe you've got someone in your life like this where they're looking for peace, but then when they get peace, they have to create a challenge because they don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? There's like, there are situations like that, but for this, I'm just not quite sure. I think there's, you know, literally like an elephant in the room, and people are choosing maybe to not. Let's see. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands first in your surroundings, family, friends. Okay. Okay. This can either be, you've got a friend here, a true friend. You've got a child, and you've got a merchant, which is someone who's looking long-term at something, right? So either someone is not able to see a long-term potential in something, or someone is acting really childish, or someone is choosing to not acknowledge something. I'm going to still clarify this more. This is someone not wanting to look at something. Like they're just not wanting to look at something in a healthy manner. Let's see what the Judgment in reverse is in the near future. And I'm going to show you Judgment reverse. Okay, well, the Judgment in reverse is, we've got some kind of disaster here, which has to do with, we've got the disaster card, the boyfriend card, and the money card. So I think that this is just someone who's just, there's not, something is happening here. Your life is like kind of turned upside down here. And someone is not wanting something to end. This can be also some kind of business relationship. This can be some kind of something like that, where someone is really just, they're just not able to pull something forward here. And it's in an emotional area here. I think someone has I feel like they're just not wanting to commit to something. And that's what I feel like it is. I feel like there's something going on here where someone is just not wanting to commit to something. All right, let's see what you don't know. Okay. All right, so there is something here on the home front that is at a disarray. This is either a business relationship that is taking, there's communication here. Someone either comes to you and or there's a talk about something, but it's a private setting and it's a private conversation taking place, and someone comes to you to have this conversation. So given that the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, it probably has to do with something coming to someone is not wanting to move on something. This could be a situation too where someone is not wanting to move house, or someone is not wanting to, there could be a separation or something and someone is not wanting to move here. This could be what this really is like someone just refusing in the near future. Someone just refusing to move forward on this, refusing to give an inch to this situation. Like they're just thinking, if I don't look at it, it's going to go away, but it's not. Okay. Let's see what the unexpected Four of Wands is. All right, this is funny here, not in a haha kind of way, but unexpectedly, and again, like I said, you've got the Four of Wands here, which is a card about, it is a card about sharing. It's a card, though, too, that comes in unexpectedly. It's a card of a celebration or a happy time or a solid foundation for a moment after something blows through, and then it moves on again. So a 4 is a card of movement, but this 4 in unexpected is going to give you a little bit of a stability for a minute. Okay, you're gonna, it's about, you know, kind of like the different ends of things that we're on sometimes. Sometimes we're celebrating, sometimes we're working, sometimes we're having to do those things. But you've got here falsity with someone who is honest, and then you've got faithful. So you've got people around you that are really looking for your best interest, and you've got people here that aren't, right? And since we're coming in here and it's like someone is refusing to look at something here, like they're just not wanting, it's a refusal to change anything. And that's what's happening here. This, I'm going to say, is a this is not a good thing. All right, the outbound, what may surprise you is the Seven of Coins, and that is a card too of taking what you've got and pulling it forward. And it is a good card of financial gain for sure, but it's not just that. It's a 7, which means that, again, this whole reading is about you've got to physically do something, because the only thing that will get in the way of a 7 blooming is when someone does something in an action-oriented way that's not above board. And by that I mean does something that's not on the straight and narrow. It doesn't necessarily need to be, I'm not talking about a corrupt, illegal kind of thing always. I'm talking about in here, what I think it is someone is not wanting the flow to go like it's going, like they're trying to hold it back. And physically, I think this is either some kind of relationship they're trying to hang on to, a house, or they're trying to hang on to something. that they've been in for a very long time. So something drastic is changing in someone's life and they're not handling it well, right? Someone is like, this would be a perfect example of like a relationship that one person is growing and one person isn't, and it's that kind of dynamic. But I think that it's causing some kind of like real emotional instability here. Okay, now where we're going, what may surprise you with the 7 is, okay, this is, I'm sorry guys, this is just one of those readings and they happen and we all see it. No one's life is perfect, right? We've got basically the idiot club here is basically what this card is. They're a bunch of fools doing something here, and someone is paying attention to you for a long time, right? And here's the end. And what it comes in with is the 7 of coins. So someone has been watching something for a long time, and you're trying to pull it to an end here. You're trying to pull something forward, and something is, the end though is here. The thing is that people are acting real inappropriate here. And by that I mean they're making things worse for someone. So someone is just not allowing someone to leave, or something to change, or something to sell, or something to end. But either way, someone is causing a hindrance here. Something is ending here. How verbal this is, how well known this is, I'm not quite sure. Because with the Knight of Coins in reverse, that's a card that already moves slow. And it's a card of stability. But it's not someone who would by any means give up their stuff easily. So given that it's coming in here, it might be some kind of disengagement, like a divorce or some kind of separation from something. But someone is not wanting to do that. They're not wanting to end something. They're kind of oblivious to something. And given that it comes in here, it could be any kind of partnership at all. But it's a long-standing elephant in the room. But the good news is that it comes in at the end here, right? What may surprise you is the 7 of coins gets pulled forward, and you've got the death card here, and that this has been a long time. This has really been kind of like an insane kind of long time thing, but it comes to an end because of the way that this falls. So that's what may surprise you. And I am so sorry that this is the reading, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this if this applies to you. But again, I would watch Taurus and Cancer, and see where this aligns with that. And I would watch your other readings too, because this isn't the only area it's going to apply to you. Okay, so I hope, Capricorn, that I helped you in some way. Okay, thank you so much.